Hello guys, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to learn how to make these granny shorts. They're quite easy to make and I hope you're going to enjoy making them. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and help support my channel. And without further ado, let's dive directly into the tutorial. Let's get started by making a slip knot. Insert your hook. Make a total of 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back into the first chain that you made, you're going to slip stitch. And now we have a tiny circle. Now inside this circle, chain 3, and then inside the circle, make the first double crochet and another double crochet to give us a total of 3. Chain 2 in the same space, circle. Make 1 double crochet and then additional 2 double crochets. So that is the first shell. Chain 2, and in the same circle make a double crochet and another additional 2 in the same space. Chain 2, in the same space make a double crochet and then another one and another one. And now we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters of double crochet. Now on the last one, chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the chain 3 that you made. Now that is the first row. This is how it looks like. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now you're going to attach your second color, and in any of these spaces, I'll pick this one, insert your next color, attach your yarn, and then chain 3 and additional 2 to make it a total of 3 double crochets. Then chain 2 in the very same space, make a total of 3 double crochets. That's how it looks like. In the next 2 double crochet space, make 3 double crochets. 1, the second one, and the third one. Chain 2, and in the very same space make a total of another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Move on to the next chain 2 space. Make a double crochet and additional 2, chain 2, and make another total of 3 double crochets in the same chain 2 space. 1, 2 and 3. Move on to the next chain 2 space, make a double crochet in another 2, chain 2, and in the very same space make a total of another 3 double crochets. Chain 2 and slip stitch on top of the 1, 2, the third chain, like this. Now that's row 2. So we are going to follow a very precise color or pattern of alternating colors. The first one is a blue, so just 1 row for the blue, and then the second one we're going to make 2 rows of white. Now to row 3. Row 3 is going to start here at the first chain 2 space. So in order to get to this chain 2 space, slip stitch on top of the next stitch and slip stitch in the next chain 2 space. Now you're inside the chain 2 space. So once you get inside the chain 2 space, chain 3, and in the very same space make another additional 2 double crochet to make it 3, chain 2, and in the very same space make another 3 double crochets. In the next space make chain 3 because we don't have a shell, so you only add shells in the corners, which happens to be 1, 2, 3 and 4. The rest of the places just gets 3 double crochets only, no shells. So in the next shell, which is the next corner here, make 3 double crochets, chain 2, and in the very same chain 2 space make another 3 double crochets, in the next space make 3 double crochets, and in the next corner make 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets in the same space. The next space make 3 double crochets, and in the next corner, the last one, make 3 double crochets, chain 2 and 3 double crochets back in the same space. Now in the next space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Now this is we are completing row 3. So to complete row 3 you're going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3 right here. Yarn over and cut your yarn. that is the third row. So with this I'm going to follow a very specific pattern of alternating the colors. So I began with the blue only for one row, and then I made 2 rows of white. Now the next row I'm going to be working with 1 row of blue. So start with attaching your next color, make a slip knot, and then your next color you're going to start at, this is where you ended your work, where you cut your yarn. And now inside the next corner, that's where you're going to begin your next row. So inside the corner you're going to chain 3. The chain 3 acts as the first double crochet, and then inside the same space make another 2 double crochets, chain 2, and in the very same space make another total of 3 double crochets. Onto the next space, make 3 double crochets. In the next space, another 3 double crochets. And now we are at the corner, which gets 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another additional 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. In the next space, make 3 double crochets. In the next space, 3 double crochets. And now we are at the corner. Corner gets 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another additional of 3 double crochets. Space, a total of 3 double crochets. In the next space, another total of 3 double crochets. And now we are back to our corner, which gets 3 double crochets, chain 2, and in the very same space another 3 double crochets. In the next space make a total of 3 double crochets. In the next space make a total of 3 double crochets. Now this marks the total of the completion of row 4, and now on top of the chain 3 that you made, you're going to slip stitch. That is row 3. Row 4 completed. So chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now to row 5, which you're going to alternate a new color. Still in my case it's white, so this is where you left off. So on the next shell, next corner, you're going to make a total of 3. 3 counts of the first double crochet, and then in this very same space total of another 2, chain 2 in the very same space. Since it's a corner, a total of another 3 double crochets. In the next space, make 3 double crochets. And 3 double crochets in the next space. In the next space, another 3 double crochets. And now you're back at the shell. Make 3 double crochets, chain 2 in the very same space, total of another 3 double crochet. The next space, a total of 3 double crochets. The next space, make a total of 3 double crochets. The next space, make a total of 3 double crochets. Now you're at the next corner, make 3 double crochets, chain 2 in the very same space, another 3 double crochets. So go ahead repeating the same thing and complete this part and this one, and I'll meet you when you're at the end of row 5. I'm going on to now row 6, and I'm still going to use the same color, white. So in order to get to the first corner, I'm going to slip stitch on the next stitch, slip stitch on the next stitch, and then I'm at this chain 2 space. I'm going to slip stitch, and once I'm inside, chain 3 in the very same space, make a total of 3, chain 2 in the very same space, make a total of 3 double crochets. Make 3 double crochets in the next stitch, 3 double crochets in the next stitch, and 3 double crochets in the next stitch. In the next stitch. Okay, now you're at the corner. Which gets 3 double crochets, chain 2, an additional 3 double crochets. So repeating the same process, go ahead and complete row 6, and then let's meet on row 7. So once that row is complete, basically this project is just about repeating this process that I've shown you around with the colors so you can achieve what you want. I wanted to show you how I'm going to be, the specific pattern of how I'm going to be alternating my colors, so you get it. So this is a piece of this one side of my work that I've already made, and as you can see, this is how I was working the patterns. So I started with one, and then 2 whites, and then 1 blue, and then 2 whites, and then the next, from which is the next point that we're going to start. The next point that we're going to start is going to be 2 blues, and then 1 white, then 2 blues, 2 blues, and then 2 whites, and then 1 blue, 2 whites. So you're going to find a way to alternate your colors the best way that you can, or the best way that you want. And that's what I wanted to explain on that. So the process is the same, the pattern like I've shown you, it's very easy. You're going to keep on working on it, and as you continue it grows bigger. So you're going to be making enough, make it as big as it can, and then let me show you how to get the measurements for the shorts perfectly for what you need. So what you need for the measurement for this project is your hip measurement. So get your hip measurement and then divide that by 2. So in my case, I'm making for a size 42 inches for the waist, for the hips I mean. So I'm going to divide that 42 by 2 is 21 inches. Now 21 inches, what you're going to do is you're going to make this, keep repeating the rows until it's big enough to measure to 21, half your hip measurement. So one side should be half your hip measurement. So for example, this is one side of my work. This is how big I made it, and from how big I made it, when I measure, it should give me half my hip measurement when stretched. So when I measure it, I can stretch it up to a total of 21, which is perfect for my hip measurement, since I was supposed to get half my hip measurement. So that's what you're going to do, and then after that, make another identical piece. Make another identical piece for the other side, so you can have, in my case, 21 inches and 21 inches, same rows. So do that, and then I'll meet you when you have both your 2 pieces, so we can proceed to joining and having our shorts. So I have made the 2 pieces, this one and this one, and now we are going to work on the last part, which is joining this to make our short. So this is how it looks like, and this is going to be a high-waisted short. So to begin with the joining, first get yourself some stitch markers. So maybe you want to turn your work and make sure you're working on the wrong side. You're going to join on the wrong side, so that when we turn our work, it's on the right side. After turning your work, measure a total of 9 inches from the top here all the way. This is where 9 inches is, and once you get to the 9 inches, place your stitch marker right there, both on the front and on the back. And the other side as well, you do the same thing. Turn your work on the wrong side like this, and then from the top, measure a total of 9 inches here, and where the 9 inches ends, place your stitch marker. So after marking your 2 pieces like this, you're going to get your yarn and make a slip knot. and you're going to be working with this, which means we're going to be connecting this side to this other part. This is where they're meeting, like this. So we're going to start with this, the front part. So you're going to attach your yarn at the very first tip, the space, the first shell on top of this one, the chain 2 space, and then inside the chain 2 space of this other side, and attach your yarn right there. Chain 1, and then on top of every double crochet in the front and in the back panel, you're going to place 1 single crochet. That's how you're going to be joining by a row of 1 single crochet. The next double crochet, make a single crochet, next double crochet, in the back double crochet, and make a single crochet, in the front double crochet, and in the back double crochet. Pull up a loop and make a single crochet, the front and the back, and when you get to this space, just on top of the double crochets, a single crochet. So you're going to keep doing this until you get to where the stitch markers are, and I'm going to show you what to do from there. So I'm almost getting to where we marked. This is where we had marked. So you're going to take off your stitch marker. This is the last space. Like that. So after that, after joining till there, just chain 1 and cut your yarn. So you're going to do the same thing like you did on the other side. So attach your yarn at the corner, very first corner on top. Chain 1, and then single crochets in each double crochet. So you're going to keep doing this until you get to where the stitch markers are, and then I'm going to meet you when you get there. So I'm almost coming to where our stitch markers are. Just going to keep doing the same thing. And then you get to the stitch markers, you're going to take them off. Remove them, and then do the last part like that. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. So far this is what you have. So this part we are going to join it from one end like this to the other end. So what you're going to do, choose one end. I'm gonna start with this end, and then at the corner, make a slip knot and attach your yarn. Turn your work. And just like how we were attaching the upper part, we're going to be working with single crochets to attach. So on each double crochet, in front and back, we're going to place a single crochet. Front single crochets in front and back like this. And then when you get to the other side, you proceed with one double crochet in the front, and next double crochet in the back. You touch them with a single crochet. Get to the last point, which is the two corners, make a single crochet and then chain one and cut your yarn. That's how you join your shorts. So this is how it looks like after joining. So from here you can weave in your ends on this wrong side before you turn your work. And then I'm going to show you what to do with the waist. So this is what I have after weaving in my ends and turning my work. This is how my work looks like. Now we are going to move on to the waist. So on the waist, this is where you joined the two parts using single crochets. You're going to attach your yarn there. Attach your yarn and then chain 3. Chain 3 acts like the first double crochet. And the next there's a space here, make a double crochet in that space. And then there's the first double crochet, make double crochet and the double crochet on the next double crochet and the double crochet on the next double crochet. On this space make a double crochet and then inside the first double crochet and the second, in this space make a double crochet and in the first make a double crochet in the double crochet and in this space make a double crochet, in the next double crochet space make a double crochet and in the next one make a double crochet, in the next space make a double crochet. So it's like you're making a row of double crochets only all the way across. So keep doing this until you get back to where you started, and I'll meet you there. So I'm almost coming to the end. When I get here, you're going to, on top of the chain 3 that you made, you're going to slip stitch, chain 1 and cut your yarn. So for the waist, I'm going to use an elastic band for the drawstring, so that I don't have to make a drawstring. But if you don't have an elastic band, you can just chain a chain long enough that can go around your waist, and then make tassels out of it, or make a drawstring. But I'm going to use this elastic thread to form for my waist. So this is my elastic thread, and it's actually pretty thin, so I want to make it a little bit to have a little bit of some length. So I'm going to make chains out of it. You don't have an elastic yarn thread, no worries, just using a normal thread, make a long chain that can go around your waist and use that as your drawstring. So I want it to be a little stronger, so that's why I'm chaining it. So I've made enough. I'm going to chain and cut. So this is my elastic thread. So using a yarn needle, just going to insert it. You can do the same with the normal string. Just chain a long chain that can go around the waist and then use your darning needle too. So this is how you're going to insert it. One, and this one down, up, like this. That is that. This is complete. You have your shorts. So weave in your ends. So your work is done, and this is how it looks like. So that's all. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the tutorial, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.